Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
We don't care, we're about to swear on the air. It's the after the show, so tune in if you dare. KVJ, get risque every single day. It's uncensored. We can say what we want to say.
Yeah, hello and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Here for your Tuesday. What's going on, everybody?
What's going on, everybody?
Mm-hmm.
What's going on in
Everybody.
what's going on in your pants?
Currently,
Yeah.
I'm quite peaceful right now. Right this second, very peaceful.
You trimmed? You loose? What's going on?
I'm quite trimmed right now
Well.
because of the Kim Kardashian shoot we did.
Oh, yes.
Nobody needed an eye full of bush for that thing.
No.
She was coiffed.
I'm quite coiffed right now.
Are you? Okay. That's good. You
Fancy.
trim or do you use scissors?
Oh, I do clippers. Trim. I mean, legit shavers.
Yeah.
Shavers.
Yeah. I think I'm going to have to go that way with my teenage son. In fact, I think, his birthday's coming up here in a couple of weeks. So I think I'm going to go that route because, he's getting to that puberty stage and he decided to try to take some scissors and trim up the man bush
You tried
the
to
other day.
bonsai tree that shit?
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah,
Did he cut anything?
No, I don't think there was any blood, but he did come in with. I thought I was like, "Did you catch a mouse?" And he's like, "No, Dad, I trimmed my pubes." I was like, geez."
I like that you guys are open like that.
Yeah.
That's how my family was.
We
What
are
you doing,
kinda
lad?
like that.
Trim my pubes.
And then it turned into a big old fun thing because my daughter was out with some of her girlfriends out bar hopping, and we did a FaceTime video, and he's like, "Look at what I got," and we took a screenshot of their reaction, like, "Eh."
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, we're kind of an irreverent family. Yeah, yeah. So that was.
Don't feel bad. My son came on the radio show and told everybody that Panda does the dick dance.
Yeah, I think every family's probably got their own little things like that,
Yeah, we weren't a family that was not. We were
Yeah.
pretty open and goofy.
We're not
You
very
all are
buttoned
like
up.
that too.
It's
Yeah.
about fun.
None of y'all are stuffy. Even Suits is, from what I understand, his mom does not at all seem stuffy. She seems pretty fucking funny and laid
Yeah.
back and chill.
Yeah. We need to hang out with her more often.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So I'm thinking maybe for Cannon's birthday, he'll get some clippers.
Some ball trimmers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
ball
you know
trimmers.
what? And the thing I learned is get 2 sets of clippers, one for your head and then one for your dick and your balls.
Okay.
I mean, unless they're your own clip, I guess you could use. I just don't like getting them mixed up. Pube on one, regular hair on the other.
Yeah,
Get
you
2
can
pairs.
do a little alcohol swab, and you can kind of disinfect and
You
clean
can.
them up. It can happen. You can do that kind of stuff. Let me see. Got several emails here today. The one I was telling you about from MegaCon that you guys went to in Orlando. They said, I've been to MegaCon the last couple of years. This is from Troy, and this past Saturday was the busiest I'd ever seen it, even before COVID.
Wow.
So I was talking to one of the workers, and I got some Virginia facts, so who knows if they're actually right.
What did they have?
On Saturday, they had sold over 100,000 tickets, and the North-South Convention Center building can only safely hold 80,000.
Oh, they were breaking fire code.
Okay, that would be quite a story, huh?
Well, good thing is we had a lot of superheroes there, just in case shit went down.
Who can save nothing?
Yeah.
Just to see all of them try to spring into action, though, at one time would be amazing.
So many muscles in atrophy and spandex.
I mean,
Oh,
you,
yeah.
You said, there's quite a lot of people there. Kevin, 90% of the people dressed up. There was so many.
Really? Yeah.
There's a lot of costumes. Maybe 90's too high, but there was a fuck ton of costumes and cosplay going on.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get any girls' numbers?
It wasn't that kind of trip.
All right, I'm just asking.
It says here, don't get me wrong, I still had an awesome time, even with all the people there, but it's the busiest I had ever seen it since I've been going. So it's getting pretty crazy, and I agree with Jason's call out yesterday, as I'm also one of the nationers that messages him on Instagram and was ignored. LOL.
Damn.
I don't want to tell
Hey,
you.
let's meet up.
Yeah.
Crickets.
Hit me up.
I met it with several. It doesn't matter who you do meet up with, Virginia. It matters who you don't. And that's all people care about.
That's it.
I met it with so many KVJ Nationers.
Yeah, you miss one in there. That's all you hear.
I think I missed 2.
Yeah, and that's 2 you heard from.
Playing favorites. You meet up with the hot girls.
Well, I mean, that's always the rule.
I'm only meeting up with you if you got great tits.
Yep.
All you lonely dicks can just stay your ass at the bar alone.
Yep. See the goods first.
That is so not completely true.
Send me your profile pic if you want to meet up.
Yeah. We got another email here from Amy. And this is a little explanation because earlier today we talked about how in the taste test between White Castle and Crystal, Jaybird did in Orlando, it was Crystal, the runaway winner. And the White Castle was crazy packed, took like over an hour to get through the line. Crystal had nobody and was that much better.
I'm so happy because
what the
I
heck?
love Crystal.
Amy said 20 years ago when I moved to South Florida from Kentucky, I was disappointed there were no White Castles and I was pregnant. And that's all I was craving. So I reached out to White Castle and I said, hey, why aren't you down in South Florida? And they said that the materials that it took to create the White Castles, there were no suppliers that went this far south. But from the sounds of your experience, I believe it to be true that it cannot possibly be the exact same patties or techniques as the northern White Castle chains. Also, what makes a White Castle for me is the German Dusseldorf mustard. Love you guys. Enjoy your day. So
I'll tell you what, man. I'm sorry. Crystal's mustard blew it out of the water. Crystal's mustard was tangy.
yeah, good stuff.
Crystal's mustard is good.
Yeah.
I'll do another experiment if people want me to. It was my first time going into a White Castle. It was my first time going into a Crystal's. I was just trying to keep it pretty simple.
Yeah, and who knows? I mean, maybe that is something to take into consideration if you do try that White Castle in Orlando, that how busy they are and where they are. Maybe they don't exactly recreate the White Castle the way they're done up north. I don't know.
Yeah, and I think, too, because they're busy, every fast food, I don't care who you are, they're going to have a shitty day, several shitty days. And when you're slammed packed, sometimes that can affect the taste.
Of course.
I would definitely go back. And by the way, the White Castle burgers were not shitty by any means. Mm-hmm. They still tasted great.
Yeah.
But Crystal was way more supreme.
Yeah, and other people were agreeing, so it would be interesting. But it sounds like, well, at least the only taste test that we could do. There's no doubt about it.
Well, what's the next taste test? I want to do this a lot.
Chicken, I think that's what they're talking about.
Yeah, I think you gotta have the chicken wars.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but who's the two?
But dude, why don't you do brackets? You can put all the chickens against each other.
Well, I think you got raising. I think I would say right now, Chick-fil-A is the king when it comes to the chicken wars.
But what if you try Raising Cane's and you're like, holy crap?
And that's what I was thinking. That's what I was going to say. I think it's Chick-fil-A versus Raising Cane's because Raising Cane's is the new challenger and Chick-fil-A is the champ. And that's typically what you want to do.
You think Raising Cane's is bigger than that Popeye's chicken sandwich everyone's losing their shit over?
Well,
that's the thing. Put them side by side.
If you only want to do two competitors, that's what I do because Raising Cane's is the new one. There's going to be a lot of hype around that. So you want to include that. And yeah, the Popeye's chicken sandwich had a lot of hype there for a while, and I think it's obviously very good. There's no doubt about it. But Chick-fil-A, I think, is still the chicken champ. But if you wanted multiples, of course Popeyes would be in it. But if you only wanted to do two, that'd be the two I'd do.
Is French fries a shitty one to do?
No.
No, that's good.
I think that'd be fun to. Well, I'm thinking of things we can do relatively quickly, soon. I like doing them. They're a lot of fun.
French fries would be fun.
I think French fries would be fun.
Blind taste test?
Yeah, because I think I know McDonald's very well, and you probably throw McDonald's in the mix, throw Chick-fil-A.
And hasn't it, was it Burger King or Wendy's? One of the two has recently changed up their fry recipe.
Both of them have.
Oh, they have? Okay.
And
yeah.
Burger King...
Didn't knock it out of the park?
Yo, me and Burger King used to be so close with one another.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
She changed on you.
I feel like she changed. I didn't.
Yeah.
I'm over here consistent. What about you, Burger King?
I mean, I love Burger King. You know I love Burger King.
Sure.
I've lost another endorsement in the past because of Burger King. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I've stuck my neck out for them.
Always
I'm trying to paint a
for
picture, Virginia.
You stuck your knuck out?
My
Nuck.
Your knuck?
That is when you stick your neck and your nuts out at the same
time.
You get them neck nuts? That would be an unfortunate place to grow testicles. In
On
your neck?
Yeah, I would agree. That would it's turtleneck time.
That would suck.
So yeah, those are all fun little things that we can do. And
I love it.
yeah,
A lot of fun. And if you have any more, let us know.
no doubt. Well, maybe we can do that as a topic here this week too. Maybe we can get down on the chicken and find out what is people's favorites.
Ooh, Anna, yes, in the chat room. Sorry, that sounded dirty. She has a good idea. Onion rings. You are an onion ring kick.
I am an
and
onion ring aficionado.
There's some good onion rings out there, Kev, and there's some shitty ass onion rings that's getting the hype like they're good. That would be a good one.
That's
Yeah.
a great one.
It's a great one.
I challenge you to find a better onion ring than BurgerFi.
That's what I'm talking about. She's been saying that shit for a while, and I got nothing against BurgerFi. I love them.
Stand by.
Bold
The
statement.
BurgerFi onion ring is top dog, king shit. Fight me.
Someone sent me a lengthy email. It looked like a mission statement, and they're talking about how they love the Culver's onion rings.
What?
You said something on the air about them, right?
The Culver's onion rings are bullshit.
See? You need to be a part of this thing.
They are worse than terrible. And I love a lot of things about Culver's. Their onion rings are a joke.
I think it's onion rings. I think is the one, man.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
No doubt. I had talked about pickle chips too.
Yes.
Yeah, we did about those
yes.
'cause I love those.
I'm not
Those are
forgetting. I love it,
good.
I'd love to
Kevin.
be a part of that.
I love it.
Hey, so you put up a poll. Angie in Hollywood said that no way, Popeyes is bigger than Chick-fil-A. Put up a poll, Suits.
Popeyes to me has a better chicken sandwich. I don't know.
It's
I
good.
mean, I know Chick-fil-A is more popular, but I would take Popeyes any day over Chick-fil-A.
Angie,
Okay.
no offense, is very wrong on this.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A is more popular.
We'll see what the people say.
It might be more popular, but that doesn't mean it's better.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
I think the
Kinda.
some people don't go
I
to
only go to
Popeyes.
restaurants that are shitty.
Yeah, I go to unpopular restaurants because I
No.
love shitty food.
I like
People go
find
to
the worst
Chick-fil-A
food.
because they're sheep. A lot of people know Chick-fil-A is awesome and they go to Chick-fil-A and it's trendy. Popeyes is not as cool as Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is cooler.
I'm just asking the
I'm
question.
telling you right now.
What's more popular, Popeyes or Chick-fil-A? Let the people talk.
Yeah, pick your chicken joint. Pick your chicken joint. Is it Chick-fil-A or is it Popeyes?
You think that people are going to be too swayed by the Chick-fil-A popularity?
Look, Chick-fil-A is trendy. Ask any of the teenagers what they want. All of them say Chick-fil-A and turn their nose up at Popeyes. But I think chicken sandwich by chicken sandwich in a blind taste test, Popeye's chicken sandwich is legit.
That's why I love having this little fucking voting thing. And this is good. Keep on calling motherfuckers out so we can do these taste tests. That's what it's about.
I think you need chicken brackets. This is too big.
Yeah, I guess it's how big do you want to make
I mean,
it?
I could do Chick-fil-A versus another chicken sandwich. The winner of that goes head-to-head against... I mean, we could do a fucking series, a tournament. Oh, my gosh. I love it.
Who is the chicken champ? Who's the top cluck?
But you could do the same thing. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of play on words you could do with cluck.
Mother clucker?
I want to get my cluck on. Go cluck yourself.
Yeah.
Cluck your mother. I mean, there's so many. But I think you could do the same thing with fried pickle chips and onion rings.
Oh,
All right,
absolutely.
That's all I got.
Yeah. All right, early lead for Chick-fil-A, 75% of the vote.
Damn!
I told you they're more popular. They will win a popularity contest every time.
Damn, you and
But they're
Aunt-
not better.
Yeah,
I don't think they're better.
look, she's a witch. She has her own set of rules. They have their own way of life.
Okay.
You and Angie from Hollywood are wrong.
I just know my chicken sandwiches. I care a lot about this. I eat a lot of them.
That's why.
Does Popeyes have anything that stands up as much as that one chicken sandwich? Because maybe that's it. Maybe there were one signature dish place, and then when you go further down the menu, Chick-fil-A beats their ass. And the other...
Three-piece dark meat spicy with dirty rice. Some of the best in the business.
see here-
Popeye's fries are amazing.
She's going on emotion right now.
Yeah.
And that's
Full
where
home
it's
cooking, yeah.
dog, I get it. I do it all the time when I get into food. I'll start speaking from the heart And I don't know if it's the
Popeye's got shrimps. Popeye's got chicken. Popeye's got fries. Popeye, only thing they don't have is an onion ring. They do not have onion rings, but they got everything.
I can tell you one endorsement you're not going to get: Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Good. I don't want them. They close on Sundays. Lazy.
Mandolin put up a fun fact. In 2021, Popeyes had $5.5 million in sales. Chick-fil-A had $5.8 billion.
Now,
One was with an M, one's with a B.
Look, I agree that Chick-fil-A is more popular.
I mean, Angie from Hollywood's coming back at you, Kevin. She fires back with the questions worded wrong, Jason Pennington, Kevin Ralston. It's not who's more popular, it's which is better. But that's going to be,
What's the difference? Okay, Suits, put up another damn poll.
that's hilarious.
And then ask it another way after that. When they don't like the results of that poll, you got to reword it again.
For the sake of it, we're talking, what's the most popular going to say? Probably the best sandwich. I know what you're trying to get across here.
Yeah.
I love these chicken wars.
Yeah,
We get
because
ourselves
I
in-
assume people have tried all these chicken sandwiches. You probably hopefully tried both, and you continue to go back to the one that you like more.
Isn't that what fucking brought the fight on last week? A chicken war? It was Dennis. Chicken sandwich. Chicken. Remember during
Oh,
Do It,
yeah.
Bitch? It was
The
chicken.
list
that
of
was-
chicken dishes.
That's
Yeah,
what
that's
started
right,
the
And
yeah.
the sandwich wasn't a
They didn't say
dish.
enough, yeah.
The water heard round the world. That's what started it off was chicken.
Chicken, turns out, is very divisive.
Uh-huh.
It is. Well, because we got some sassy players in here.
Shut the cluck up.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, we'll find out. Is it just the Chick-fil-A hype? But who has the better sandwich? So that's why I think I think to start off with, it's a head-to-head. Now let's do a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich versus Popeyes.
Oh, and then we could do bread to bread. Bread. Oh, Kevin, you're giving me so many ideas right now. I love it. Bread. Who's got the best bread?
Well, you can have criteria.
I
Like you
love
can
it.
say, okay, compare bread to bread, compare chicken to chicken, compare whatever, sauce to sauce, toppings, dressing on the sandwich.
The way I'm going to do is I'm going to take two sandwiches. I'm going to eat them. I'm going to be blindfolded. I'm going to go, that one was better. That one was not.
Yeah.
And then you'll do it too?
I will. And you got to make sure they're both of equal freshness because that does matter.
Okay, I'm starting to not want to do it with her. Kind of a chicken dick.
Chicken dick.
A chicken diva.
A dick.
Look, it requires that both of them be served fresh, hot, delicious. Because if one gets a little shelf life on it, it's just not the same.
Yeah, I think the best thing is to try to find the place where a Chick-fil-A and a Popeyes are the closest together.
Exactly.
I love it.
Yeah.
Geographically, we'll map it out. We'll measure.
Where's the Popeyes down here?
There's a lot of Popeyes.
There's one,
Yeah.
right down in West Palm, I think.
Yeah, they're all
We could
over.
do this shit real soon. Like, all right, yeah, someone's real lippy about the chicken. We got to put this to bed.
Okay. And then which is better? Chick-fil-A still winning, but a more narrow lead, 54 to 46% on which one is better.
Someone's got chicken passion, and she might be winning the people over.
Yeah, I think so too.
Look,
Yeah, people are scared.
A Braveheart speech. Yeah, people are scared.
Sorry, I like to have a little chicken on Sunday. F you, Chick-fil-A.
Look, I agree with the witch because I used to use that dig all the time when I was with Buds.
Yeah.
I'm like, Buds is open on Sunday.
Yeah.
And people are saying, why isn't Buds in the mix? We want to keep it chain
Mm-hmm.
all over the country.
National
National.
chicken.
Well,
Gotcha.
because if we got people listening in other counties, they don't even.
They're not
know
gonna
the
get it.
buds. Yeah.
Our chicken is USA.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a slight or a knock on Buds. I love Buds.
Yeah. Got Laura here. She wanted to know, Jaybird, where can I find moon pies?
Moon pies or whoopie pies?
It
Because
says
I talk
moon pies.
a lot about whoopies.
Moon pies are the ones with the marshmallow in between.
You can get them
and
at your grocery store.
Yeah, I know they have them at Dollar
Yeah, that's
General.
what I thought. I didn't think they're not that hard.
That's
to
what
find,
makes
are they?
me think she's talking about the whoopie pies, and she is talking about the moon pies you get at the grocery store. If you're talking about the whoopie pies, you can get them at a lot. I find them at a lot of Italian deli kind of places. Like your Joseph's has them.
Okay.
And they are fucking good. If you wrote in about the moon pie, that's great. But
Yeah.
also try a whoopie pie.
Okay.
They're just riddled and littered with cream inside of it.
Yeah.
Whoopie's more like cake,
Yes.
cookie. with whipped cream in the middle, where like a moon pie is going to be harder. It's a cookie dipped in chocolate with marshmallow in the middle.
The moon pie is going to keep for a long time.
Yes.
That whoopie pie, you need to eat that the day of.
Those are fresher. The moon pie is shelf stable, and those things last for like a year, and they kind of taste chemically.
And I'm not going to lie, man. I wouldn't little bake 350, put that whoopie pie in there for about, I don't know, 6 mins, not hot, but warm.
Yeah.
Let that cream get a little wet. That sounded bad.
What are
I'm
you talking
sorry.
about?
But it's very good. It melts in your mouth.
It does, huh? Okay.
I bet she does.
Heat it up a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Get it real nice and warm.
Yeah. Engineer Key said there are whoopie pies at BJ's Wholesale. Very good.
Oh, fuck. Great note, Engineer Keith.
And there's also a moon pie store in Chattanooga.
Is that Engineer Keith again?
Yeah, he's all about the
Fucker
moon
loves some
pie.
pies.
He loves it, the moon pie.
A poon pie.
That's a totally different kind of pie.
That sounds like what Jay-Bird was describing.
Yeah,
A
right.
wet poon pie.
So much cream for...
All right,
So
let's make
much.
brackets for those.
We got to eat some pies together, Engineer Keith.
Hair pie.
Let's see here. Got a question from Julia for Virginia. This past Saturday night, my boyfriend and I were in the car, and I heard a promo for your show where Virginia was talking about how she saw an iguana get hit. And I was like, oh, my, how awful. And I look over at my boyfriend. He kind of has his head down, and he looks at me and says, so I hit an iguana the other day. I forgot to tell you. I was like, what? Oh, no. And he said it was really large and it was awful, so I need to know if this is the same situation that Virginia saw as well. He said it was on US 1 near PJ Boulevard.
Oh, so you...
No, that wasn't where I saw the iguana get hit. I saw it get hit like more west, like Royal Palm.
Yeah, they're getting mowed down all over the place, by the way.
Look, I hit one time. I thought I hit a gator because it was that traumatic and big of a hit to the car. And I looked in the rearview mirror and I saw this iguana scampering away, but he was limping. I mean, bitch was not doing well.
I can't tell if the iguanas have just a devil dare type of spirit or if they just are dumb as
Don't
fuck.
think they're just dumb.
I think they're dumb and they dart.
They
They
do.
dart out, and it's not your fault if you hit one because, I mean, how are you supposed to know there's an iguana jumping out of the bush?
Could you imagine if you walked out in your backyard and there was a man squatting down that ran at you like an iguana? That
The
kind
way
of
they
quick-
run is terrifying.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
it's terrifying how they run. And I'm going to throw out a completely unscientific thought. I'm wondering if they're attracted to roads because they are a reptile and the roads get really hot.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
point.
And so they're actually drawn to want to chill in the road because for them it feels amazing. And that's why
Totally.
they're there and getting mowed over.
That's a good point.
Great iguana point.
Thank you. Okay. It's probably not right, but
Well,
just
we
a
don't,
thought.
We don't really care about facts.
Yeah, we don't care.
on this program.
Never have.
don't really care. We had Joanne making a point for the home birth. We had somebody debating about whether or not it's a good idea to have a 7 and 9-year-old boy and girl watch their siblings' home birth. And some people are like, yeah, things could go wrong. Virginia's talking about epidurals and all that kind of stuff. And Joanne said, I just listened to the show when you were discussing the topic about the sibling home birth. And I've heard you guys talk several times about variations of birth in the show. And just really wanted to offer some insight from a personal experience. I think that continuing to scare women about childbirth or make it seem like this horrible, painful medical experience just isn't the way to go. With my first, I was 100% uneducated about it. I went in blindly, and my epidural experience was the absolute worst. I know Virginia had an amazing epidural experience. Many women do, but also know that many women like myself have horrible experiences with it, even lifelong problems from the epidural. My second and third kids I decided to have unmedicated in the hospital with my OB and a doula. The actual birth itself was so much more manageable to me, and my postpartum time and healing was much easier than when I had all the meds. The downside, I felt that I had to constantly advocate for myself with staff constantly trying to push unnecessary interventions. Do they push a lot of stuff on you, Virginia, while you're giving birth?
I mean, everything they pushed, I took.
She's like, yeah, sold.
If you're going to offer me drugs, the answer's yes.
Sold.
To give me a better experience with less pain, I mean, I'm all about that. It's just, it's all your perspective, too. I mean, I have heard horror stories about epidurals gone wrong. And sure, that can happen. And then you're scarred with that, and you carry that baggage into every other pregnancy you have. And you are fully entitled to have that opinion.
I mean, it's kind of like me when I went to the skin doctor to get my whole body checked out. The guy let all the people in without asking me. The way the light was, it was like the light from the outside was right on my dick.
Even the receptionist who answers the phone came in and was looking at his dick.
It was just the worst experience I've ever had at a medical facility. So now I've got a little bit of attitude. Anytime I want to go to the skin doctor, I'm like, are they going to fucking bring the whole office in here? You do bring, a lot of times, just with anything in life, you bring in your own baggage.
You go through a bad experience, and then you're like, not doing that again. And it's okay to say that. It's okay to say, I'm not doing that again. Jay Bird, you would be well within your rights to tell any doctor doing a body check that you just want it to be you and him.
Yeah,
you don't want a bunch of medical students in there looking at your balls.
I don't know if you've ever had that. Have you ever had a situation where, I try not to be this way, but you're worried that everything's going to go wrong, and everything you worried about goes exactly how you thought it was going to go. I cannot believe this.
So you're saying there's too many people and it was too bright, so you need to request, hey, can you come in here alone and dim the lights?
No, it's not even.
Can you pour a glass of wine and rub my balls gently?
Hey, this time I just want you and me and dim the lights.
Also, doctor, do you mind putting a little Sade on? Yeah, if you
That's what makes me comfortable.
If the fucker would have done that, it would have been a way better experience.
It's okay to be your own advocate in these medical situations and say, no, I don't want it to go down this way. I don't want 4 random girls in the office looking at my dick.
Well, the thing that sucked was, as the guy's giving me the exam, he goes like this to the 2, by the way, very attractive girls. So Jason he's checking my whole body. He's down by my stomach area, by my dick. So Jason's on the radio. You ever hear of his show? He starts doing that as he's checking me out.
Mm-hmm.
That is so uncool. So if they didn't know you were Jason from the radio,
they did.
Now they certainly do.
We never heard. Now there's this whole conversation about how they listen to satellite. Oh, it's fucking terrible.
It's not out of bounds for you to step up and be an advocate for yourself medically, because nobody knows better for you than you.
Well, I'm only telling that story because it sounds like she's had some shit go on, so she's probably freaked out by it.
She said her 4th child they decided to have at home, and she said with all the chaos of the hospital and waiting for people, this was the best. I loved my birth at home, being able to be in my own comfortable bed, not a horrible hospital bed, midwives bringing me tea, have my own food, not gross hospital food. The whole experience was just awesome.
And it should also be noted that 4th babies are a lot easier to have than 1st babies. They come flying right out.
Yeah, you just sneeze and it's there, huh?
Yeah. It's a lot easier of an experience. Everybody will tell you that, usually.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So there you go. That was her thought on the home birth. It sounds actually awful either way.
Yeah, it's not fun.
I'm not hearing a lot of positive. No, you'll get another manifesto.
Someone will write you and tell you it's beautiful and how dare we say that, but I'm sorry. It hurts.
Do you think humanity's gone wrong if we get to the point where we realize we can bypass childbirth and we just grow all of our children in jars?
I don't hate jar baby.
You know what? I know you're making some kind of crazy claim, but nothing would surprise me.
Because we might say, why are we doing this when we can easily just grow children like in a petri dish and they're here and they're fine and we spare this? We get rid of the birthing process for humans.
You can put a little thing on your shelf and watch it grow like sea monkeys.
Right.
And then when it's time,
when the buzzer goes off, you take it out.
A lot of that stuff,
and you got a baby.
You wonder if that is going to happen. I mean, they're talking some crazy shit about the future and robots and what's gonna end up happening, especially kids that are being born now or being born into that robotic world. They're going to make robots so believable to where they're going to appear to have a conscience. They're going to appear to have feelings and emotions.
They learn empathy.
Yes, they're going to learn empathy. They're going to have personality. And you mean to tell me human beings are not going to get attached to something like that?
Oh yeah,
of course they are. And then you go through this weird fucking. Is a robot a real
She seems to have learned how to be real.
Yeah, so I know I always sound like a broken record. There's a fucking Twilight Zone episode about this. He's stuck on this island, Kevin. He doesn't.
Oh my gosh.
Robot girlfriends don't talk back because you programmed them.
No, I think eventually you would get to the point where it's going to be just like humans. There's going to be robots that are sassy. There's going to be ones that are murderers. There's going to be ones that are your soulmate. And then you have to get to the point where I'm laying with my soulmate, but is this even real?
Right.
Dude, yeah, you're basically in a video game.
Well, I
But is
just
it
wonder, are we connected, humanity, because it's a shared experience and there's something about it that you can't replicate?
110% right. But if you were born, let's say you had a kid that was born into a world where it was a hybrid of humans and robots, and they have a teacher that they would know no difference because that's their life. That's how they grew up. So for them, a robot human world is normal to them. They're not gonna. They would be against treating robots terrible.
Sure. Well, I mean, you think about it right now. We don't seem to really like a lot of other people because people are they're toxic. They bring a lot of nastiness and they make sideways comments. And imagine if you had your own robot, or at least your own, I guess, entity that is there, something you can think on its own. And it comes up with its own thoughts and it corresponds with you. I mean, imagine if Wilson, the volleyball, would talk to Tom Hanks when he was on that island. And you have something like that, but it doesn't ever get cross with you. It's almost kind of like a dog, but it has a voice and can communicate and keep you company. Would you ever long for human companionship if you had that?
I don't know, because at the end of the day, it would get in my head going, you're talking to this robot or this Wilson ball. Human beings are the ones that made this. It came from the humans. They made a prototype of a human. So could
they make it good enough that you wouldn't notice? I guess that's what my question is. Would we get to a point where we don't even want to associate with humans, because humans always come, we're flawed.
But that's not real, though. That's not real life at that point.
But at a point is, would people even care?
I think like a person like me would care. That's why I'm just torn up by it.
Would we care? Because you do have to immediately, as soon as you have a relationship with a human being, there's going to be bad you're going to have to take. With something that is programmed, you could probably wire a lot of the negativity and the bad stuff you don't like out of it.
She don't talk back.
I know, but that's to me. That's not real to me. I want it to be real. What if I fell head over heels in love with this woman, and I go, guys, this is the one. You won't believe it. Soulmate knocks me on my ass, and then one night she cuts her hand in the kitchen, and wires come out, and it all goes down. Yes, I was made by, but I know she's a robot. I know somebody made her.
Yeah,
but she's not a human. Does that change my feelings for her?
Well, I mean, you think about it, you could probably start wiring in different types of the personality. And you could probably, even after you make it, could tweak it. You could have something that would be the entity of Denny's. And it would think like Denny's, talk like Denny's. It would rationalize and come to the same kind of responses as the Denny's would. And
I wouldn't like it. It's not Denny's. It's not real. But
it's the closest thing you get. You can't get
fabricated
the real
bullshit.
Denny's because he's already with a woman.
Am I trying to fuck Denny's?
Denny's has moved on.
You could have your own Denny's. So
with
when
a vagina.
When he's unavailable.
Denny's.
Yeah.
I don't like it for the same reason. It's not real and pure.
Oh, but Denise really knows how to touch those right spots.
Yeah, for a carnal, 1, 2, 3, that's fine. To me, that's the same thing as masturbating. But
she rolls those joints and she smokes your pole.
I don't want to program something that's just for me that isn't real.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I wonder.
I don't think you know what you want.
I'm not sure.
I know I know for a fact. I would not want a custom-made girlfriend without talking like what you're saying. I get the joke of it.
Don't knock it till you try it.
I wouldn't want it.
Well, I mean, you've had different examples. People talk about the TV show Westworld that was on HBO. It's kind of like that concept. You even look at Iron Man, and he had that butler that he had made and wired, and it was interactive, and that was like a companion for him. That if our companions were like that, would it be sufficient? Would we still crave human interaction if we had something that had its own personality and could talk with us and keep us company?
I think it's a great question, and I think a lot of it would probably be on how you were raised. If you grew up with that, I think you would really miss it.
Maybe. But with new generations who don't know any better, would they think anything of it? And you could actually just get away with We don't need all this human interaction. Humans bring a lot of burdens.
They do. Loneliness can put people in a weird place, and companionship, especially if you haven't been around somebody a long time, you'll look for it and find it in anything, like a Wilson. So to your point, I think it would work if you were in desperate situations.
Yeah,
if you're stuck on an island.
My question is, let's say you're not desperate. Let's say that you have the choice to be with aggravating people or a peaceful robot.
Oh,
What
and
do you choose?
she takes care of you.
No, I get it, Virginia. I see what you're saying. She's into 69, all the things I love. I get what you're saying. I just feel like it's I don't know. I've never been a pay to play kind of person.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Okay.
For me personally.
All right.
I think we gotta try it out though. We gotta get you with this robot and just let you take a walk on the wild
No, I
side.
get that. Fucking the robot's gonna be great, Virginia. That no one's denying
Now
that.
that's what we put on our OnlyFans page.
We gotta get Kevin's approval.
Y'all do what you want to do.
I kind of forgot we were off the mic for a second. I thought we were just having a deep conversation.
He's so into it.
This is what it's like hanging out with me and Denny's, by the way.
Except nobody here's stoned that I know of.
No one's stoned right now.
All right, ever want to interject into the conversation? Send us emails, mail at kvjshow.com, mail at kvjshow.com. Y'all have an amazing day. We'll talk to you later. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.